Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, yeah. Woo, boy. And sorry we missed my little second stream today when I usually like to stream. But I ate the sloppy Joe and it gave me the heartburn. I didn't feel so good. So I just laid down, got some rest. All right. Let's go to live screen. Whew. Boy. Still trying to come out of that damn sleeping coma I was in. I slept for freaking 3 hours. Well, I can either keep, hey Silver Tiger, I can either keep digging here or I can go down to the other claim. I'm getting pretty close to knocking this out. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish this out. Now I know damn good and well I turned this off before I logged out last time. We're getting close to knocking this out, so we're going to keep on digging here. At least try to make us some room. None of my buttons are working. Oh. Okay. We'll probably have to wait till I move down or something before I do that. Yeah, I had heartburn like a big dog after I ate that sloppy Joe. I was like, I'm going to lay down and just take care of this, and I start feeling better. Later I'll stream, and that's what I did. Alright. We're already trying to go get a bucket. Yeah, we're knocking this out slowly but surely. So we're going to start out with no gold. I forgot and I sold the gold, and I was going to see how much gold I actually got out of this spot, and my dumb ass went and sold it all. So we'll see how much we got and get out of the rest of the dirt. Multiply that times 2, and then we'll have a pretty good idea. Oh, heartburn ain't no joke. Hello, gamer. How's it going, buddy? Thank you for joining us. Ha ha ha. I'm still trying to make a buck myself. Got a little of it. I had to try and see how much I could get of it. Sometimes this damn thing is just so slow. Sometimes it just flies. Yeah, I figured I'd come down here and knock this, try to go ahead and knock this out. because I'm pretty damn close. Knock down some of that damn point right there in front of me. Uh-oh. Run aground. Whoops. Oh boy. That ain't no good. Hate to hear that. Well, if I quit dropping some of that dirt, I'd be through. Well, if I quit getting out of it, I'd be through. Keep hitting the wrong damn button. That's good enough. Let's swing around this way so I can get out easier. I must have a bucket already up there. And up the hill we go. Yeah, I might as well finish this out over here. I got everything set up. Hell, I might well take the bucket back. Whoops, I don't want to put it there. If I put it there, it'll fill up with dirt that I spill. All right, load her up again. That was a good load of dirt. Yeah, it's pretty easy mining that big deal up there. This right here presents more of a little challenge to me, trying to get all this. I ought to be getting just about full. There we go. That's 99%, that's good enough. Run that dirt. Yeah, it still has loading problems every once in a while. Gold Peak iced tea. Yeah, boy, while I was trying to sleep, ooh, I got a leg cramp. Oh my gosh. A lower thigh and my foot felt like my damn one toe and my other toe was trying to touch each other. It was so bad. I was like, oh shit. I was hollering, stop. Go away. I don't think I'm gonna worry about that right down there right now. One. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a lot of that anyway until I move. All I'm going to do is get down there and get a little of it and spill it. What the hell just happened? Yep. Getting older and learning that I get a few different aches and pains every day. Woo. I keep dropping it. I let my bucket get overfilled, and when I try to move it, it just loses more dirt. Oh, it's already at 100%, so what am I worried about? You run it and get that bucket full. Okay, Stallion. Hell, Game of the Luck kind of dropped a donation on us yesterday and a membership. And a subscription, I mean. We ain't got enough subscribers for memberships yet. But I will keep in mind those that do donate before I do get to the members. I'll be the first one I'll gift a membership to for a month when I do get there. But that may be another damn year. We got to have 500 people. Woo! Don't go that way. Go this way. You ever read that I carry a bucket up here every time? Instead of doing all of them, I get to come up here and check on my gas and make sure my generator don't run out. Probably could do it every 2 buckets or every 3 buckets, but yeah, we're about to mine this out. Ain't gonna let take too much. What? I'm gonna run this thing out of gas. That ain't the way I do things. Well, that's good. Yeah, the last time I had my stents cleaned or put well, yeah, he cleaned them. He went in and noticed I had one that was about 95% stopped up, so he was gonna clean it out. But he couldn't fix the problem. Well, he said I had two stents that were in there and they were right next to each other. And he said he couldn't fix it properly because that hospital didn't have the right kind of tools to do it. And I knew they was arguing about something because I woke up a little bit during the surgery. And I was thinking to myself, well, if you noticed you couldn't do it, what you should have done is woke my ass up and transferred me to a hospital that could do it. Because they could have sent me to Dallas and they could have done it in Dallas. They just couldn't do it down here at my hospital, which is a branch of the hospital in Dallas. Well, I dropped all that shit. Didn't drop it that lick. I got 4 days to winter, and I'd like to knock this out before winter sets in. If I quit dropping my damn dirt. Yeah, I go up to Dallas. I got a friend of mine. He works in the OR. He used to play baseball. He was a big shot baseball player back in the day. There we go. He's always joking with me. He says, I always make sure doctors take care of my folks in my hometown. I went twice and had them 100% stopped up. Now my grandfather had one of those too, but that was back in the day before they couldn't do stents and all that other stuff. the hell am I doing with my shovel? One more time. Yeah, we digging this out. Well, it's no damn wonder. Now look. Huh, I tilted it back down and the dirt went in it. But I lift it up and it goes out. Figure that shit out. Oh well. We'll just go up here and get some of this dirt. Now look, this shit ain't getting funny. Got that load. Oh, I'm on that hump. To the hump, to the hump, to the hump, hump, hump. Aha. We had a guy that DJ'd out there. He was the DJ out there at the club I went to. And they put a pig's heart in him. I had heard of it, but had never met anybody. Had never met anybody that had one. I almost got her full. God dang it, get in there. I go to hit the W to raise it. That should have been close. That's it. Okay. We'll go ahead and run this. Somebody wants to work for you. Tell him, take a number. Turn my light on so I can see. I guess I could run up here. There's that jerry can. Well, it's not full. well, it ain't gonna really matter. We'll just leave that jerry can there. We'll come back and get it. What I gather, the guy must have been named Jerry. That they named that can after. Hey Jerry, go get that can. Jerry, go get that can. Hey man, what we gonna call that can? Yeah, that's a Jerry can. Jerry get it. Ain't getting much magnetite out of that river either. Very little. I mean, I hadn't even emptied it since I started over there. And that gold meter goes off the site. It had 25% dirt left just about, and it almost triples. Yeah, it may fill that damn bucket up again. Almost. Nah, you just keep that chat going, and that's what I like. So don't you worry about it. You chat as much as you want. Somebody else wants to jump in there, they can jump in there with you. And the gold in the gym goes up little by little. That's all I ask. Got all 3 ounces of gold and 2 carats of diamonds in this load so far. Hey, dump it. Yeah, I don't mind looking over and seeing what you're saying. Yeah, old Nightbot, he talks too much too. I'm just kidding. Old Nightbot. 6.6 ounces of gold and 3.3 carats of gems. And grab my buckets. How much? Yeah, we got plenty of gas left in there. let's get everything all gassed up. Then we'll go get us some rest and start a new day. Oh yeah. Dude, if it wasn't gone away, my ass wouldn't be in here. I have that that heartburn that says I don't jack around. My heartburn does not jack around. My heartburn starts, you start checking your blood pressure, and you start making sure that all your vitals are good before you consider it heartburn. And after I check that, if all that's normal, I'll take. I usually take a Pepsi every morning, but I forgot to take one this morning. I took it about 5 minutes before I eat. You're supposed to take it about 30 minutes before you eat anything spicy. Pepsi is my best friend. Because I love spicy food. But anytime I eat anything spicy, usually, you know, like I say, I'll take it 30 minutes to an hour before I eat it. And I'm pretty good. Yeah, we'll fill this up. Fill up my other little doodad over here. Go see who wants to work for us. Feed Dozier. There should be enough left over from this to fill this up. Yep. Now, since we're running around with a jerry can in our hand, no, we got one over there. We're going to put this in the back of the truck so we don't lose it. Now let's go see who the hell wants to work for us. Better bring your thermals, winter's coming. Got the fire going up here. You can put that fire out too, but I like it. There you go. Alright, who wants to work? Let's see what we got here. Mobile wash plant. I got one. 12%. Well, he only works 12% of the time, I guess. He's a tier 1. Alright, I do need to go through these guys and see if I need to upgrade. It's been a few days. If you highlight them and go down, and when you go to upgrade, it will it will have a little red dot by it. What I do, I take that last guy and I move him as far as I can, and nobody is upgradable. All right. And my boy stuck his head in there, had a big old 40 ounce in his hand. All right. It's time to go back to work. Oh shit, I forgot to shut this off. Yep, it's out of gas. Yeah, if you leave something running all night, it'll damn sure be out of gas next morning. A little dark this morning. Okay. What I'm going to have to do, well, is that, but, well, damn it, if you got it, being a horse's ass. Kind of get the idea of what's going on here. Now I got that big old hump out of the way. We're at 35%. We're just trying to clear some of this shit out of the way. We'll get the rest of it in a little bit. Yeah, I appreciate all those likes and watches. and some of these subscriptions. Slowly but surely, we're climbing that ladder. A little more careful so I won't lose what I'm getting in the bucket. We're gonna knock this out. I don't think I can get this shit in a cage. In the cave, I mean cage. The cave. Let's see. Nah, it's not even enough to worry about. Starting to get daylight now. Uh-oh. Trying to knock the hill over with my... All I did was make a little pile bigger. That's alright. We'll get it as we go. In fact, I think there was a song on DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince's back in the day. I bought it for my son, and they had a song on there. I think it's called "As We Go" or something like that. I know it had those words in it. And I realized if I had a job down on the river, I'd get fired. My ass would be fishing. I'd have my rod and reel while this is running. I'd be casting. Boss, I got a big one. A big what? Diamond? Rock of gold? You better not say fish. Yeah, there's two ways of donating. You can donate through Streamlabs, or you can donate, click on those links, and down in those links is my PayPal, and you can donate that way. Donations are not necessary, but they're appreciated. They sure help an old man out. And you'll get your name at the top, like Gamers Deluxe did. Didn't get much dirt. Yeah, I'm having a feeling that when I get to a certain point, I will have to go up on this rock and drive down through there and get the rest of this. We're not there yet, but it sure looks like I'm going to get close to it here pretty soon. Put near soon. Now when part 2 comes out, I guarantee you there's going to be streams on this everywhere. Yes, there is a Gold Mining 2 coming out. And I don't know if it's going to be a DLC to this one or whether it will be a complete new download. But you're supposed to have flatbeds, I think, and 18-wheelers. You drive to haul your machinery to the dig site. Why is this damn thing so slow all of a sudden? Am I up against something? Or does it think I'm up against something? I don't know. Yeah, I can go around this way now. Whoop, I'm full. Pull the handle. Pull the handle and let her rip. And come on. Quit giving it a loading. Ah, shit. What'd you do that for? Damn it. I don't want water in that. Oh, shit. And it's snowing. Slow down on that snow. I might as well run over here to the generator while I'm here. Guess we got some thunder snow. Yeah, you can tell if it's not running. You walk up there and it ain't buzzing, it ain't running. Yeah, I mean, I ain't sold a whole lot of gold bars. But hey, I got plenty. Again? Jesus Christ. Well, I'll just wait till the thunderstorm passes. Alright, guys. The only way I can freeze time, I believe, is to pause it. And I got to go to the men's room. Hopefully it did pause time. If it don't, there's something wrong. Because when you bring this up, there ain't no pause. So I'm hoping that it pauses the game. I think it does. I'm not 100% certain. I won't leave you hanging. Oh boy, my son's in there getting ready to watch a Dallas Stars hockey game. They're pretty damn good. I will say that the Dallas Stars are pretty damn good this year. Oh, dummy, turn on the motor. Well, we got to get rid of another hump. Knock it down or do something to it. There we go. Need to back up a couple of times so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Dallas Stars are some bad boys right now. I took my son, you know, I told y'all about my son, you know, he got run over by a car. My youngest boy did. Oh yeah, I think they're the first or the second best team in the league right now. The Dallas Stars are. But anyway, my son, my youngest boy, he got run over by a car. While it broke his took his pelvis, folded it in two like a book. Broke his arm, skull fracture. He was pretty messed up. He went under the front and out the back. And his mom had cancer at the same time. I ended up taking care of both of them. Like I said one day I've been taking care of people, it seems like forever. But anyway, I told him, I said, you get well and you get up walking again. I told him, I said, I'll take you to a Dallas Stars game. He loved the Dallas Stars. He'd never been to a hockey game, but he loved the Dallas Stars. So, and that's back when the year they won the Stanley Cup. And he got up, he got to walking. I took him up there, and how in the hell did that get empty? It was almost full. But anyway, oh shit. That's why. But I took, when we got there, you know, I bought the tickets, and he didn't know exactly where we were sitting. We walked down there, his eyes lit up because I got us seats that were 3 rows from the ice on the goal line, and he could see everything. Nobody was in front of him, and he beat on that glass and was a hollering, and he had a grand old time. I'll tell you, Daddy made sure of it. I almost lost him. My wife had, you know, like I said, she had cancer. and she had had a wreck, and he was going across the street to call me to tell me that, you know, she had a wreck. And while he was crossing the street, there was an older woman. She was 80-something years old, and she didn't see him and run over. They said he was. I had kinfolks that was there that seen it happen, and he was a football player. He was a hell of a football player, but they said he had a hold of the front bumper, trying to push himself up to try to get out from underneath it, and said once his legs went under the front of it, he just went right on up under the car. But he had a blast. We got there while they was practicing, and he was telling me that he wanted a game puck. I mean, he wanted a puck. So I told him, I said, go down there and ask him. I said, go right down there to where the by the penalty box, and I said, lean over and wave your hand. And one of them come over there, and I think it was Mike Madonna, come over there and give him a game puck. I mean, not a game puck, but a practice puck. And boy, he was excited as he could be. But boy, he he got the VIP. Daddy made sure he got the VIP, boy. We sat down there next to the ice, and they had a guy down there, and he would take your order, and he would go get your food for you. So he'd sit there and he want something to drink or want something to eat. I called that. He said, I'm hungry, but I don't want to miss none of the hockey game. I said, you won't. And he said, but we got to go get it. And I said, watch this. And I held my hand up, and that guy come down there, and I told him what we wanted. And he went and got it and brought it to us. My son goes, that's bad, Dad, that's bad. He said, is this the way rich people get treated? I said, son, I don't know. I said, but this is the way you're going to get treated tonight. I said, anything you want, Daddy's got it covered. I was broke the next week, but the smile on that little boy's face, you couldn't match it. Ain't no amount of money in the world could buy that smile. You start thinking different. Like I said, he was playing Pee Wee football, and he was one of the main guys on the team. During practice, they would not let him tackle the running backs. He had to tackle the linemen because he hit so damn hard. And there were actually coaches coming over and watching him practice from the junior high team. And one of them told me, he said, boy, I can't wait to get him in junior high. He said, he is going to be a force. And the coach asked me, he said, did you train him? I said, I taught him just about everything he knows about blocking and rushing the passer and tackling. And either you done a damn good job of it. I was the assistant coach when he played in one of the leagues, and I took the offensive and defensive linemen, and that team went undefeated. Me and my son had some good old times together. Like I said, his mama passed away when he was 11. He was 11 years old, and my daughter was 12 when she passed away. And I raised both of them on my own after that. People kept asking me why I didn't get remarried, and I was like, I got 2 kids that take all my attention. I said, I ain't got time to worry about finding a wife. I said, the kids need me. So that's what I did. I took care of the kids. Their mom had us moving around because she wanted to live this town and that town, and I moved. I was doing everything I could to make her happy, keep the family together. But after she passed away, I told my kids, I said, we're not moving. I said, we're staying right here in this town. I said, y'all can stay right here and graduate from the high school your daddy graduated from. And they give me a big old hug. They were so excited. My daughter, she has her doctoral, and she is a school teacher in Point Hope, Alaska. She teaches kids up there. She wanted to be a school teacher from the time she was a little thing. Her friends would come over after school, and they'd go in her room and she'd hand them a book. And they'd play. If she wasn't in school, she was playing school. Some of her friends didn't come over too much. I guess they had enough of school at school. And when she was real little, before she could read, she did play with dolls like a little girl. But once she reached a certain age, that's all she wanted to do, was be a school teacher. I can respect that. Yeah, she sent me pictures. You know, they had it on the news about the, what do they call it, the Aurora lights or whatever it is up there with the sky lights up. She sent me a picture of them that night when it happened. In fact, she sent a lot of pictures. Woke my ass up. And if I wasn't taking care of my stepfather, I would probably go up there and visit with her. I'd probably go up there and stay a month or 2. But I ain't going near them damn polar bears. She said that they have polar bears up there and walking around. I was like, nope, it ain't happening. I said my ass will stay indoors or close to indoors because my ass ain't going nowhere near them. Ah, cool. My stepfather don't like the chicken. He likes the beef. Now, he don't eat them that often. And my stepfather, he's just old country. Two pieces of bread and a scrambled egg. And sometimes he'll have me scramble him an egg and two pieces of bacon, and he'll make a sandwich out of it. Sometimes he wants pinto beans and hush puppies. I'll make him some hush puppies and heat him up a can of pinto beans, and he'll eat that. Make sure I hit that button and look at that baby and make sure it's turned off. Oh, my son, my youngest boy, he could too. He eat them things like it. He would make 2 damn bags at a time. I just never, I mean, he loved them, but I just never acquired a taste for them. Now spaghetti, I eat the shit out of spaghetti. And I am very, very good at cooking it. There's one girl, usually when I make spaghetti, I know she watches my post on Facebook. And I'll make spaghetti and she'll be like, bring me some. I went over there and she was telling this girl about it. She goes, he make good spaghetti? It's the best damn spaghetti I ever tasted. Well, she brags on my spaghetti to everybody. I made some once, and I got ready to eat a second bowl of it. And I went looking for it. And it was gone. My son and his friend ate all that damn spaghetti. I was like, what the hell? His friend said, that shit was good, Mr. Nash. Okay, now, let's see. We got there. Can we still put it in here? Woo! Woo! We're going to have to do a little moving, looks like. We got to get readjusted. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, we can get some dirt from right here, I hope. Try to clean some of this up. I ain't getting much. And some of this stuff, yeah, I may have to get it by shovel. But it sure beats digging it all by shovel. Quit sure having that loading problem a lot. Got that little hunk out here in the water. All right. Let her rip. Yeah, I coached my son in soccer. I didn't know shit about soccer. We won 2 games, but he was little then, and he played soccer. I mean, he kicked it hard. He kicked it so hard as this girl and him kicked the ball at the same time, and he kicked the feet out from under. And I was like, I think I better get this boy into football. He was a go-getter. All right, we need to get what is right here. And I coached him in football. He never liked basketball. But, man, I couldn't get him to play baseball. And I took him up one day trying to get him interested in it. And he was batting right-handed and hitting the ball. And I knew that he was writing with his left hand. So I asked him, I said, he was knocking the crap out of it right-handed. I told him, I said, move over to the other side of the plate. He goes, huh? I said, can you hit it from the other side? He goes, I don't know. I said, well, move over to the other side. So he did, and I threw the ball, and he knocked the shit out of it. I'm talking little kid. I mean, he's a little kid. He's probably 8 or 9 years old, and he's hitting the ball from the right and the left-handed side of the plate. And I thought to myself, man, I got a first baseman that can hit the ball from both sides of the plate. And he just never had interest in it. I mean, never. Now that's all I was thinking is, man, this boy can hit from both sides of the plate. Is what I was thinking. Well, but he never got to. He played football. When he got run over by the car, it took him 2 years to get back to where he could play football, pass a physical. But he come back and tried to play. And I went to one of the games, and they played a big old team, and he was knocking the crap out of that running back. But the coach told me, he said, your son, because my son went, he wasn't playing as much, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And the coach told me, he said, your son needs to talk to you. He said he can ride home with you. And he got in the car, and I asked him, I was bragging on him about the hits and stuff he made. He started crying. And I said, what's wrong? He said, well, Dad, he said, every time I hit as hard as I can like I used to, he said, my ears starts ringing and I start getting dizzy. And I told him, he said, I can't play football anymore like this. And I told him, I said, I know you love football. I said, they can do surgery and they can fix that. And he just looked at me, tears running down his face, and he said, Dad, he said, I can't. I don't want to. And I said, what? And he goes, I've done been cut on and then had so many surgeries. He said, I just don't want to do it no more. He said, I just can't. And I told him, he's in the 8th grade. I told him, I said, I can respect that. I said, you ain't got to play if you don't want to play. I said, is there anything else you want to do in school, sports or whatever? I said, let me know and I'll support you 100%. But after he lost his interest in football and he couldn't play no more, that's when he started getting in trouble. So, he would stay completely out of trouble till that happened. Then he started hanging with the wrong guys and he got in trouble. Never got arrested or nothing. He just got in trouble. And Daddy told him, don't mess around with that kid. I told him once on one of them, I said, son, I said, you stay away from that boy. I said, he ain't nothing but trouble. I said, he's going to end up going to prison, not graduating from school. And sure enough, that damn boy ended up going to prison. I didn't wish it on him, but I couldn't handle the kid. And most kids, you know, they love, most of his friends, they love me to death. They wanted to move in. They said, your dad is the coolest dad. Of course, most of those kids, they didn't have a father. They had no role model or nobody to, you know, teach them or show them anything. Now, I'll tell you a funny story about me being a coach of the football team. We was going to play a game, and I let some of the boys ride in my car, and the rest of the boys rode with the other coach. Of course, everybody wanted to ride with me. I had a Honda Prelude. Mr. Nash got a fast car. We're going to ride with him. So we're going, and I told him, I said, hey, I said, they was back there farting, making fun of it because it was stinking. So I told him, I said, before we ride over there, I said, I'm gonna wash my car. I'm like, all right. So I put some gas in the car, and they had a free car wash if you filled up. So I filled up, and I said, all right, everybody get your windows up. So they all rolled the windows up. We got inside the car wash. I let one loose, and boy, it was bad. Them kids was, no, you didn't. No. Oh, God, we can't roll the windows down because he's in the car wash. I made him suffer. And they, to this day, they still remember that. I seen one of them in Walmart, and I was talking to him. He goes, yeah, he said, I remember the time you stink bombed us in the car wash. Oh, God. From then on, I never had no problem with them doing that. They didn't do that shit to me no more. But I will tell you what, I wouldn't take for the time I spent with the kids. And one of the parents told me, said, you know, we played this game, and we were down, God, probably a touchdown or 2 touchdowns. And at halftime, I talked with them boys, and we were still undefeated. And I told them what they needed to do. And I said, y'all want to beat, because they were crying. And I didn't fuss at them. I just told them what they needed to do if they wanted to stay undefeated. And before we broke to go back from halftime, I said, do y'all want to stay undefeated? They're like, yes, sir. I said, what is it? I can't hear you. I said, I don't believe you. And they started hollering. got their little adrenaline flowing, boy. We come back and beat that team. We got ready to leave. One of the parents come down there and shook my hand. He's like, "That's a hell of a job you just did." I thought, "Well, I just coached the offensive and defensive line." He said, "I have never seen a pee-wee team with boys this age come back from being down that far." He said, "Usually they just give up." He said, "I don't know what you have with these boys, but it's special." And I didn't think much about it at the time. Well, when they moved up, I went out to watch them practice when they was in the 7th grade. And they were all waving and looking over at me and stuff. So here in a minute, the coach had them take a break. The coach come over to me and he goes, "Sir," and I said, "Yeah." He said, "I heard you coach these boys." I said, "Yes, sir, I sure did." Some of these boys. I said, "Yes, sir, I sure did." And he goes, "Well," he said, "I don't mean to be rude or obnoxious or be an ass." He said, "But I need to ask you if you stay back or stay away from practice." He said, "These boys won't do a damn thing I say." He said, "They keep saying that's the way Mr. So-and-so didn't do it that way." And we went undefeated. And he said, "Right now," he said, "you mean more to them and they'd listen to you before they'd listen to me." And he asked me if I had been to college or anything to where I could coach kids, and I told him no. He said, "Well, it's too bad you didn't." He said, "'Cause I don't know what you got with these kids." He said, "But they still believe in you." I won't take for none of that at all. What if I got enough gas in this thing to finish what I'm doing and then fill it up? I think I'll do it one more time, and I need to fill her up with gas. In fact, one of the boys that I coached, he is a coach for our high school football team now. I don't know what it is he does, but I know he's a coach. I remember watching him coach once when he was coaching pee-wee football. When my grandson was playing. Man, he come over and give me, that guy come over and give me a hug. He said, "You don't know it." And he said, "I can't explain it." He said, "You being my coach," he said, "you taught me some life lessons." I was like, damn, this boy was barely old enough. Yeah. I think it's all I did is I related to the boys. I put myself, I knew what they were capable of, and I put myself in their shoes. I made them believe, I knew their expectations, and I made them believe in their expectations. One of the things that I did we had a little, what do you call it? Uh, we had a little practice one day and we scrimmaged this other team. And I noticed the boys kept jumping off sides. And I was like, man, I got to fix this. This is killing us. So, during practice, we ran sprints. So instead of telling them, go, or take off or something like that, I put the football down and I told them, I said, that quarterback will lie to you all the time. I said, he'll lie to you, try to get you to jump off sides. I said, but this ball don't lie to you. I said, y'all watch the ball. I said, if you're on offense, you forget the snap count. You watch the ball. So they did not take off running until I moved the ball. There was no hut or nothing. They just looked in and watched that ball. And if they took off before I moved the ball, well, let's just say they didn't like me. They didn't like it too much, and they remembered the next time. No, I just made them. I made everybody run an extra one, an extra sprint, and all the kids was like, "Man, he moved. Why we got to run?" I said, because we're a team. I said, we're a team. I said, so when he jumps offside, everybody pays. And they're like, oh, no. What if he does it again? I said, well, you'll just run an extra one. And look, boy, man, you better look into that ball. You do what he says. All I do when I see the kids, they talk to me and they come flooding back.
I forgot, I'm sorry.
Get out of here. That's my boy. Dallas Stars just scored. He was hollering, score! But I mean, he's in there hollering and making noise. He's in there. He said, I thought you loved the Stars. Game started at 7. So I'll probably stop and catch the last part of it. I know what he wants. He wants me to come in there and watch the game with him. Yep, he wants me to come in there and watch that Stars game with him. Yeah, I appreciate all the likes and all the subbers and stuff, subscriptions and stuff. I'm trying to see if I can get that little lump of dirt right there in front of it. The trick is, after you get it in the bucket, you're getting that. It's just so hard to see at night on this game. I mean, I could put some lights down here, but I ain't gonna spend no more money than I gotta. to me, this is just extra. I've been trying to get him to watch a Stars game, and he hadn't done it. And he noticed on the news this morning that they were going to be on the local channel. So that's why he just. Now my other boy, he's spending time with his family. And after a while, the rough stuff he went through, and he's probably doing Bible study. Now, if they make it in the playoffs, which I'm pretty sure they're going to, I'll have both of my boys down here. In fact, you know what? I need to get me a. You know, most of the Dallas Stars, what are they? Green and black. And what happens when you wear green? When you got a green screen? Well, it messes up. So I'm going to have to find me a white, I guess, Dallas Stars hat. I don't have a lot of Dallas Stars stuff. I got some of the old stuff. Got some of their old jerseys and stuff like that. I remember that game that I took my son to. They had a fight. Of course, you know, hockey games, they'd have fights. I mean, almost everybody on both teams were fighting at center ice. So Ed Belfour looked down started skating toward the center of the ice, and when he did, the other goalie said, "Fuck it." He started skating toward the center of the ice, and both of the goalies met each other, and they started fighting. I was like, now that's something new. But Eddie Belfour, boy, that was a goalie. They implemented a rule because of the way he played. I'll never forget it. This guy was in front of Ed Belfour, in front of the net. And old Belfour took his stick, stuck it between that guy's legs, and come straight up with it. That guy grabbed himself and hit the ice. I was like, oh my God, no, he didn't just do that. But he did. He got a 5-minute major for it. Oh boy, he's in there hollering and hollering and hollering. I'm fixing to have to go to the restroom here in a minute anyway. He's hollering, let's go, let's go. Yeah, he's wanting me to come in there and watch it. See, my son, he plays soccer. So, the one that's watching the Stars game, and he said that some of the rules in soccer, you know, about the blue line and all those, he said some of that's the same. So he understands exactly what's going on out there on that ice. He knows what's going on. Something has 8. Oh, I know what it was. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Did I? Oh, if I left it in there, it's gone. And I think I did. I gotta order another. No, I didn't. I put it back here. Will you quit that? That's almost full. I dropped it. I don't know where, but I dropped it. I had it in my hand, took it. Oh, there it is. But, yep. The only thing that my son didn't like when I took him to that Stars game was we was playing the Edmonton Oilers, and one of their team members had his suit on, and he's walking into the building, to get ready for the game, coming from the hotel, and we're standing out there, and my son goes, "Dad." I go, "What?" He goes, "Look, he's got a beer in his suit and he's drinking it." And that there was the most disappointing thing he ever seen. And I said, "Yeah," I said, "he shouldn't be doing that." And I told him if I was the coach, I said he'd be getting a fat ass fine and going to AA. And he laughed. And, I got in there, we were watching the game, and come to find out that guy that was drinking. He was the, what do you call it, captain. He was the captain on the Edmonton Oilers. And I thought, oh man, this does not look good to my boy. Out in there probably wasn't but about 25, maybe, well, there might have been 50 people out at the ticket window. But we already had, got our tickets, and we could see what the hell he was doing. So it didn't leave a good impression on a young man, I'll tell you. And that's what those guys are supposed to be doing. That's what they're getting paid for. Play hockey for a team. Kids look up to them. You got to be a role model for them. If I had, that's why I don't like Jerry Jones. I know some of the players that he let get away from stuff were fantastic players. But your team is representing, and people look up to your team. If they screw up, it reflects on the team. So the good thing I wasn't there, because I'd tell them, "Look, I'm sorry, but you got to go." Now, if you want to go to AA or something, or whatever it is, and come back, we'll discuss that. But for the rest of this season, you're out. You don't think them kids didn't notice them damn players getting arrested for cocaine or speeding down the highway or getting caught with guns? Shit. You kids see that shit. Yeah, I'm fixing to as soon as I fill up with this. But guys, y'all, please subscribe and please hit that all notifications button, because I'm fixing to be on top of this gold mining, because it ain't going to be long. Gold mining 2's coming out, and I want to knock some of this out. So I will be playing a lot of gold mining. I do have some other games I will be playing, so I won't be playing gold mining all the time. My early morning streams will be different, but my evening streams will be gold mining. So drop that like, hit that sub, and I'm going to go in there and spend some time with my son. We don't get to spend a lot of time together, so I'm going to go in there and spend some time with him and enjoy watching the game, because it's not too often he likes to do this, and sometimes I think he gets depressed because I don't do it with him. So, is there any dirt in here I need to run real quick? Oh, okay. Well, but y'all go ahead and like and everything, and I'm gonna. The weird thing about this, you hit save game. I always don't create a new one. I save over the auto save. Then you have to come back, go to the main menu, and it asks you if you're sure. Hey, they finally got that fixed. And then you have to hit exit. But I appreciate all y'all. Maybe we'll get in here tomorrow night, and I'll stream a lot longer. I want to spend some time with my boy. You never know. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. None of us are. So I want to spend some time with him. Y'all take care. Love y'all. And man, 24 watching. I appreciate it. I hope y'all can all come back tomorrow night, because we will be hitting this again. We'll go ahead and we'll knock that out. And after we knock that out, we'll switch out day to day between the big claim and the claim where I cleaned all the rocks, because I'm having to use a mobile wash over there. So until then, y'all take care. God bless. Have a great evening, night, morning, whatever it is where you're at. Tex will see you very shortly. And like I say, I'm usually on about 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the mornings. And sometimes I'm on at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 5 Central Standard Time. And then I try to get back on about 5:30 or 6 p.m. Central Standard Time in the evenings. So if you make those times, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe and authorize that notification. It don't hold nothing. Sure, your phone's going to go off. You glance at it and say, oh, he's streaming. I don't want to watch that. Or